All right. Story number three. Now, it might feel like forever ago, but the Olympics was just last month. And hip-hop had its first primary element, foundational element of hip-hop, compete on the world stage of the Olympics, breaking. Breaking made its debut in Paris in 2024. We covered this in a series of videos. We covered the men's, the women's. We covered some of the conversations around it, and we covered, some things that people who are embedded authentically inside the breaking community had to feel about what happened with breaking at the Olympics, the good and the bad. But the viral headline that everyone remembers is Raygun, Rachel Raygun. Rachel Raygun, she came away from the Olympics as the biggest star in breaking for all the wrong reasons. She was trending backwards because her performance was not exciting. Her performance resonated with a lot of people as completely disrespectful to breaking culture. And because she was doing moves like the kangaroo and the sprinkler super soaker, it just looked really bad. The breaking community was very upset, and it largely because it distracted from a lot of really amazing performances that we did see. Ami from Japan, she won the gold. That was her performance was crazy. The representatives from around the world really showed out, but Raygun ended up taking the spotlight because she was aggressively mid. Nevertheless, like any other sport, any other competition, breaking has a lot of rules. And so, if you're going to rise through the ranks as a breaker, you got to compete in certain events. You got to score certain points. You got to have certain wins under your belt. Raygun did not win anything at the Olympics. She lost every round that she was in. Okay. She didn't score. There's no point system in breaking, but she lost every round. She never won a round. She never won. Not one judge said that she outperformed who she was competing with at any point during these Olympics. So from an Olympic standpoint, she came in last, right? She was the number one viral sensation for all the wrong reasons, but she came in last. Okay. I have all the details of this in different videos. I'll make sure to tag them in this one, so check them out. But we have an update. We have an update on what's happening in breaking. And this story just broke yesterday on CNN. Take a look at it. It says, viral Olympian Raygun ranked #1 breaker in the world by sports governing body. Raygun right now is the #1 breaker in the world. She is ranked #1 in the world, despite that performance during the Olympics. Despite the kangaroo, despite the super soaker, the sprinkler, despite the way the breaking community felt about her being the story that came out of this pivotal, historic moment for hip-hop, Raygun is now currently ranked #1 in the world by the sports governing body. This is crazy. So let's take a look at what happened. There's an explanation to it. Let's take a look at what happened. Australian breaker Rachel Gunn, the Olympian widely known as B-Girl Raygun, who went viral after her performance at the Paris Games, is now ranked the #1 breaker in the world. The 37-year-old claimed the top spot in the latest women's rankings released by the World Dance Sport Federation, the governing body of breaking and other dance sports. Raygun's performances failed to score any points across her Olympic battles against breakers from the United States, France, and Lithuania in August, losing 18-0 in all 3 rounds. She didn't get any points the whole time. Here's the kicker. However, she won the gold medal at the 2023 WDSF Oceania Championships, securing her 1,000 ranking points and vaulting her up to the #1 level on points with world #2 B-girl Rico of Japan ahead of the breakers who defeated her in the French capital. Her victory at the Oceania Championships also secured her a spot in Paris. In an odd twist, none of the Olympic B-girl medalists are ranked inside the top 10. Japan's Ami, Lithuania's Nika, and China's 671 earned gold, silver, and bronze, respectively. In a statement, the WDSF on Tuesday clarified that its rankings are updated based on each athlete's top 4 performances within the past 12 months. Points earned in these competitions remain valid for 52 weeks from the date of the event. Okay, that's really nuanced, right? Okay, the governing body also confirmed that Olympic qualifying events in Shanghai and Budapest, as well as the Paris Games themselves, did not contribute to the ranking list due to limited athlete quotas. Additionally, WDSF said that events which traditionally give ranking points were not held to allow competitors to fully focus on preparation for the games. So the Olympics didn't count and none of the Olympic qualifying events counted. So since all the best breakers in the world who were competing at the qualifying events and ended up competing in the Olympics, none of those matches counted at all, right? So they didn't get those points. Let's continue. In alignment with the Olympic qualification system, ranking events were intentionally not held between December 31st, 2023 and the Olympic Games in Paris 2024. This strategic scheduling allowed athletes to focus solely on the last part of their Olympic qualification without the added pressure of additional ranking events. By the end of the Olympic Games, many of the competition results included in the ranking had expired, leading to the current situation where many athletes have only one competition result contributing to their ranking. It added that the current ranking should be looked at in conjunction with more recent results, and that list will change when the next batch of 12-month points expire and the breaking for gold World Series is held in Shanghai in October. So technically, Raygun is the #1 breaker in the world because most of the breakers were preparing for the Olympics and none of the competitions they were in 2024 actually counted. And since Raygun won the Oceania competition at the end of December 2023, she won one of the most recent breaking competitions and has the most points because everyone else, for winning the Olympics and getting to the Olympics, none of those competitions actually counted based on this system. Okay. I mean, it's really funny. It's really funny, you know. Like, I know that some people in breaking gotta be really upset seeing these headlines like this again. I understand if you're in the breaking community, you understand these nuances to the competitions, et cetera, et cetera. And but you also, I've had enough people in the breaking community tell me that ultimately Raygun was a big distraction that they wish didn't supersede, didn't overshadow all of the awesome things that took place during breaking at the Olympics. But now for the first viral big breaking story post the Olympics, and it's Raygun again because she's the world's #1 breaker. It's all happening. Now, we have the Red Bull competition that's coming up. I know Red Bull 3 Styles is in Venice, and then there's another one at the end of the year. So I'm sure these rankings will change pretty soon. I hope so. But just the sheer irony of Raygun being the #1 breaker in the world after the stress she put the break in, the stress coverage of her put the breaking community through during the Olympics. Oh man, oh God, it's an ironic turn of events. Let me know what you guys think about this, especially if you're in the breaking community. I know a few of you have been reaching out to me during my coverage of Olympic breaking. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm pretty sure Raygun's not going to be #1 for a long period of time. My name is Justin Hunt. like, subscribe to the channel, follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom happening. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dabbing them. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.